Rawdog versus Bareback. Welcome back to another episode of Midlife Playbook. As always, I'm Matt, here with Naeem.
What's up, guys?
Special occasion, our first video podcast. So now you guys get to see if we look like what we sound like.
What do you think? Let us know.
As always, start this off correctly.
Yep. I'm breaking a rule. I'm not having a beer.
That's
I'm
okay.
actually just going to have...
It's fine. You know what? It works either way.
Having a cocktail.
Rawdog versus Bareback.
Tastes great every time. What the hell are you talking about?
Airplanes.
Mile
Taking
High
trips. No. Rawdog versus Bareback.
How do you raw dog on a plane?
No iPad, no phone, no book, no nap. You are sitting like this for the duration of the flight. No snacks, no drink. When the drink cart comes through, you're just...
So is this like a challenge
the whole flight,
that people do? Or
I think so.
Or are you just so miserable in your travels that you're just
it's a challenge people do.
You know, forget it. I'm not pulling out my earbuds.
Nothing.
I'm not reading a book. I'm going to stare at the back of this
and
damn
stare
seat.
at the seat in front of you. And I don't even know the difference between Rawdog and Bareback. I've always heard it as just Rawdog.
Which one are you talking about now? This is Rawdog?
I think so.
Bear.
Oh
my gosh.
I don't know.
Please, someone write into this show, Midlife Playbook Podcast at gmail.com. Tell us what raw dogging a flight means and barebacking a flight.
So
who comes up with this shit?
I don't know. It's just something. I mean, you see it. You hear people talking about it.
So speaking of that, you know, we just got back off a trip.
Yes, you did. How was your trip?
It was great. The wife and I, you know, we talked about it a little bit. We went to Mexico City.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, if it's not on your top 3 places to go, if you enjoy cities, if you enjoy like LA, you like New York City, you will absolutely fall in love with Mexico City. Nice. It was absolutely tremendous. I mean, bring a little Spanish with you if you can, but for the majority, if you're in the nicer areas, there's going to be people that speak English.
Right.
You know, lucky for me, I took some Spanish in 7th and 8th grade that kind of stuck with me. So,
Como está? That's it.
That's you talking to me? Or you talking to him?
You talking to me?
If you're talking to me, it's como está.
Oh, okay.
With yes.
See, I didn't even know that.
You're talking to me about him.
Yeah.
Como está.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But if you if you're talking to somebody that you want to be really respectful and you don't know them very well, and maybe they're older than you, it's como está usted.
Okay.
That's the very proper way.
Is that how are you today?
No, usted is like you.
Okay.
But you have to flip it to the third person singular.
Oh man.
In the verb conjugation. Right. This is the extent of my Spanish, my friend.
And that's where Spanish and that's where
and that's where it ends. But I got to tell you, so you know we love to travel. We've even gone on trips, you know, couple trips and everything. But I got to tell you, getting to where we're going could be the most miserable fucking thing that I deal with. People are the absolute worst. Why do airports bring out the worst in people?
I want to ask before you start, because I feel like you're on the edge of something.
I'm about to jump off the cliff.
Are you the get to the airport unnecessarily early guy, or do you like to run in as the gates are closing? Like, are you getting there 2 hours before you need to be there?
It depends. If it's a business trip that I'm taking, I'm getting there just in time.
Okay.
I don't really want to mess around a little bit, but if it's a super early flight, like a 6 a.m. flight,
right,
I'm not going to eat breakfast at home.
Right.
So I'll get there in time to get some breakfast. Right. Yeah. Which brings up.
There we go.
God,
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Our flight was I think it took off at 6 a.m.
Okay.
And it was an international flight. So, of course, you got to be there like 2 hours early.
Direct, or did you have a layover?
No, we had a layover. We went to dumbest thing ever. We go from Cincinnati to Detroit.
Yeah, I never got that.
Go north to go south.
I've done that late too.
I'm like, come on. So anyway, we get there and, you know, we usually go in the lounge while we wait for the flight. So the lounge doesn't open until 5 a.m. There's a line of at least 30 people outside this lounge.
Fantastic.
5 a.m. hits, doors open, people casually start walking in the order in which they got in the line.
The order they were waiting patiently.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
This entitled asshole comes out of nowhere, looks at the line, and just is like, "Nah, I'm not waiting in that." Just gets in. I turn back and I look at him like, "This guy." And the lady behind me is like, "Have some social awareness." I mean, what the hell, man? It's just. I think airports bring out the worst in people.
So, yeah, I think it's the stress of the travel.
Is it really
lead to that?
The stress of the travel leads you to stand in the middle of the freaking walkway and stare at the departure screen.
I got nothing.
As you see me running with my rollerboard, you're just walking around and your gums are flapping because you're chewing whatever stupid snack you just bought in the gift shop. I swear, don't get me started on.
I think you're already started
at airports.
I think we're past that.
I mean, I can keep going. Airports bring out, I call it the dregs of people's personality.
I think there's a lot of anxiety in airports. I think there's a lot of anxiety, fear of flying, fear of the unknown, fear of missing your flight. I think there's just a lot of anxiety and angst that's built up. And I think some people can't deal with it.
Right. I agree with you. I get it too.
Right.
I fly a lot because I fly for work as well. But I still have those days where I'm a little anxious. And days where I get a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
There's days turbulence doesn't bother me.
Right.
There's days I actually enjoy the turbulence.
Yeah.
That's if I had a couple cocktails.
Oh, sure.
But, there's days where turbulence really scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And if you listen from one of our previous episodes when we had Talon on who works in aviation, he said that turbulence isn't dangerous. It's just uncomfortable. Right. It's not unsafe.
Right.
It's uncomfortable.
It's the speed bumps of the sky.
Speed bumps of the sky. Yeah.
Yeah. But the people standing in the middle of the walkway looking at the screens. Like, first of all, how long does it take you to find your flight?
Right. And don't you have a freaking phone in your pocket?
You have a phone in your pocket.
Boarding pass on it.
With the time and the gate.
Your email.
Right.
They've texted you.
Yep.
All this.
Modern travel, you get all those updates. If your gate changes, your time changes, they're texting you.
Right.
If you signed up for it, I think. I don't know if it's automatic.
Well, sign up for it.
Right. Sign up for it.
It's 2025. Everything we do, we can survive with a phone. You can order food. You can order beverage. You can sit in your seat in the airport and a little robot will come bring you food that you did all from your phone. So please download the freaking airline app. Oh, okay. So now we are headed to the gate.
Yeah.
Which brings a whole new thing.
Right.
So every airline has their boarding zone 1.
Right.
Boarding zone 2.
Yep.
3. I mean, just get in with your zone. We're all going to get on the damn plane.
Right.
And there is anxiety because people bring their rollerboards and they think they're going to run out of space.
Right.
So when you see a line of people that are in zone 3,
right,
do not run to the front from the side.
Right.
Trying to cut in.
Yeah, you know where
you got your damn rollerboard.
Right.
And then I love it when the flight attendants or the gate agents, they just stop you right there. Sir, there's a line. Get your ass to the back.
Right. Yeah. What they should do.
Should. Yeah.
Ultimately, I've never. So that's what is the hurry for some people to get on a plane? Sorry, just gonna hurry up and sit there.
Right.
Plane's not going anywhere till it's fully boarded.
Fully boarded.
Not going anywhere. So we also in that episode with Talon talked about uncomfortable seats, especially for me.
Yeah. I thought about you on this plane because I mean, listen, I'm 5'7" and change.
Yeah.
You're 6'5".
Yeah.
I was uncomfortable. And I literally I looked over at Lish. No, it wasn't so. It was like a 737 or something like that.
Okay.
Which I mean, not a huge
Was it
plane,
a 232?
No, it was a 3-3.
Okay.
And still I was sitting there and I'm like, I honestly don't know how Matt and Talon do this because I'm uncomfortable right now. It's
not fun.
No.
Especially if I'm in a seat in the middle is the worst seat for me.
Oh yeah. She always sticks me in the middle because she pees 55 times.
So she needs to get out.
Yeah. So yeah. Happy wife, happy life. Do I look happy?
I'm
very
so
happy. Look at that smile. Oh, I love the video.
Video's great.
It's awesome.
Video is totally new for us. We've been doing this podcast for podcast.
Man, dude, take another drink or something. You're
gonna have to take it over.
So, as he drinks, let me just go on something else that really bothers the hell out of me. So we're mid-flight, right? And I have a habit of falling asleep even before the plane takes off. I just get dry. It just puts me right out.
Yeah.
So I literally sit back in my seat, and as my eyes are closing, I get boom in the back of the head.
So
what the hell are you doing?
So I can speak a little bit to this about the person behind you.
Uh-huh.
If you're in front of me and you lean your seat back, you're going to hit my knees.
Yeah.
So my knees are now hitting the back of your chair,
right?
Because I have nowhere to put them.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's what it was.
No, I know exactly what it was.
I've been on planes before where people have given me that look. It was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, your seat's buried in my knees. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I mean, I get it from that perspective.
Right.
This wasn't the case, my friend.
No, it wasn't. Okay.
Let me share with you. One of these planes that have the screens.
Okay.
And this guy, it's just a little touch screen. Just
right. Oh, so he's touching it.
Just give it a little touch.
Little tap.
You don't have to punch the shit out of it. Where every time my eyes start to close, boom, I'm up again. Boom, I'm up again. Like this guy. And so finally I had it. I just turned around. I'm like, hey, buddy, trying to take a nap here. Every time you hit that screen, you're waking me up. He's, oh, I'm sorry. He was nice enough about it.
But
I was nice enough about it. No, a very respectful person on an airplane. Never felt him touch a screen again.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
nice.
Cool. This one worked out.
Good. Doesn't always.
I don't want to get kicked off an airplane for acting up.
You don't want to go on that no-fly list when your next stop is Mexico City.
Well, listen, my name's already Naeem, so I was kind of on a no-fly list after 9/11.
Naeem.
Yeah, I always got the random search.
Oh,
it was unbelievable. It was the worst.
Did you really?
I did. Every single time right after 9/11 happened, I would be in an airport, and I could even tell the gate agent, I said, I bet I'm about to get the random search.
Because of your name.
Like, yep, because of my name.
So they tagged your name without even seeing.
Yep, tag my name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's an Arabic name, just for the people who don't know what.
Right.
Naeem's not a made-up name.
I guess, yeah.
It's an Arabic name.
Yeah.
And hey, listen, random search me all you want, and random search anybody you want, because I want to land safely.
Right. I want to get where I'm going.
I don't mind that.
Right.
I'm not complaining about that at all. TSA agents, God bless their souls. They deal with some serious
TSA. I got a thing about TSA. I'm glad you brought that up. It's not the TSA agents.
Yeah.
It's the TSA pre-check line versus the non-TSA pre-check line.
Oh, you're talking about the poor people versus the people who have a little bit of
money? So here's what I'll say to you. You remember when we went to Punta Cana, however long ago that was, I believe we got at the airport almost at the same time.
Yeah.
Jamie and I were in the non-pre-check line because her card had expired. You guys were in the pre-check line, and we got through faster.
You did, and that does happen.
Right. And I've noticed it happening more and more, where people are buying the TSA pre-check to get through quicker. That's the motivation.
Yeah.
And it's not always the case, because we have that global entry card too.
Mm-hmm.
I think, do you guys have one of those?
We are in the process of global entry.
So we had
clear.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we had the global entry card, and it is, I will say, that has come in handy more than it hasn't. But even those lines are starting to get, because everybody thinks it's quicker. Well, if everybody does it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's almost like you need to cap that shit.
You really do.
But it's a money grab for them.
For
you
sure.
Pay extra.
For sure. Because even clear is supposed to be super fast.
Right.
And I know every
So
single
we don't
time.
have clear. Is it faster?
So this time when we flew out of Cincinnati, yes, it was TSA pre-check line was,
Nothing.
wrapped around the stanchions.
The pre-check line was.
Pre-check line was,
okay.
yeah. But we had clear with pre-check. So we went through the clear line, 2 people in line. We went straight through. But if I fly out of Detroit, anytime I go up there for work, the clear line always takes longer than the pre-check line. I don't even use clear when I go there.
Right.
But bro, I got to share this with you.
Okay.
Something we learned on another trip. The mobile passport.
Okay.
Fastest way to go. I
Really?
think it's probably even faster than global entry.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But you pull up that mobile passport, customs, you fly through.
Okay.
It's something else. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So check it out. Mobile passport.
Mobile passport.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
So yeah.
That was my little graph about airports.
That's all you got?
No, it's not all I got. But the other thing is the cart that handicapped people get to ride on.
Yeah.
That just plows through everybody and just honking that little horn, and it's like, get out or you're getting hit.
Why does that bother you? Come on.
Get out of the way, you're
getting
nice.
Hit. Be nice.
It's not the people that have to ride on it. It's people driving it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, they don't stop.
No. You get out of the way.
You don't stop.
It's like you see an ambulance in your rear view. Get out of the way.
You got to get out of the way.
Right.
So the chaos that can cause. of trying to avoid that, and there's just people diving out of the way everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody's gonna get hit.
Short layovers.
Sure people have gotten hit.
Short layovers annoy the piss out of me.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I don't know the logistics, and I don't pretend to know the logistics or the amount of effort that goes into scheduling planes every day and knowing where all these planes are coming to this airport and they're all going out. But you're at a major airport and you have like 30 minutes to get to your next gate. That's
talking about Atlanta.
27-minute walk.
Yeah. Oh, walk?
Or walk, ride, whatever.
No, that's the Charlotte airport.
Right.
There's no
transport.
Yeah, there's no transport there. So you're walking everywhere in the Charlotte airport.
So it's like the percentage of people that miss that.
Yeah.
Because you better not have to go to the bathroom. You ain't making it.
No.
Right. And there better not be congestion. There better not be long lines and people staring at the things.
That and
it adds to it.
It's always when you're in a hurry. Oh my gosh.
And then you're walking to your thing and people are running past you. They're like running into you. They got luggage flying everywhere.
Right.
Because they're trying to get to their next gate.
What about the parent with the 18-month-old that just learned how to walk?
Yeah.
And they're just holding that kid's hand and they're just, their little bow legs are just in your way. And you can't get around. Oh, gosh. All right. I don't know if we're boring people with this whole airplane stuff, but I tell you what, the last thing I will say that bothers the shit out of me, guys, when the plane lands, don't stand up.
Don't need to.
Unless your legs are just absolutely destroying, murdering, in pain.
Now, go ahead, stand up. Sometimes I will stand up because I'm hunched over the whole time.
Yeah.
So I try to straighten out.
I get it. Yeah. But you're not going to tell me that rows 1 through 17 all have hurt legs.
No.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
Enough of that.
But it was a good trip.
It was a great trip.
Right.
Yeah, it was a great trip. So we visited an area called, in Mexico City called Polanco.
Yeah.
Polanco's where all the embassies are.
Okay.
So very safe area, police everywhere, security everywhere. Here's what freaked us out while we were there, though. So we're on a food tour just in that little part of the city.
Yeah.
And you can see probably 10 or 15 security guards, and they're all dressed in suits. They got the earpieces. They got the whole 9 yards. All of a sudden, our tour is, and there's only 6 of us on this tour. We're just walking, going to our next little stop. All of a sudden, we see the security guards carrying coffee. They obviously went and got some coffee. They throw the coffee down.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
And they said something like, "It's happening! It's happening! It's happening!" They all go into action, and we're like stuck staring. We're like, "Oh God, what's about to go down?" One guy pops the trunk and pulls out a bulletproof vest and flips it on.
Oh.
I'm like, "Oh my God, what is going down right now?" So we're all mesmerized, and I'm sorry, the blackness in me said, "Run, go the other direction."
Well, the white people are like, "What's going on, Jim?"
Like, oh,
hey, Stephanie, what's going on over here?
Can you see if we can get a closer look?
Hey, Mark, can you see? Come over here. Check this out. That's what the white people are doing.
Right. And so,
I would have been.
And
you would have left my ass running away. And I'm standing there.
I'd push you. I'd be like, "I hope he doesn't get hit." Come out.
Let's go check it out.
I use you as a shield. I could just stand right behind you. It'll be perfectly fine. Oh my gosh. So that was one exciting thing that happened. They had we went to some other neighborhoods, Roma Norte, which is a really, really cool area. A lot of restaurants, a lot of shops. I probably ate more tacos than I've ever eaten in my entire life.
That's like authentic Mexican
food.
Oh
man, the corn tortillas there, they taste so much better than anything I've ever had in the States.
That's real, authentic cooking.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, they cook it there right in front of you. Ironically enough, some of the safest and best food to eat in Mexico City is street food. Yeah, did a lot of research on this.
Yeah.
It's clean. A couple places we stopped, these people have been working these stands on the same corner for 30, 40 years. And a lot of them commute in from 2 hours away. It's insane. It's insane what we learned there. And I mean, the food scene is great. They have a lot of, Michelin star restaurants and this and that. We didn't mess with any of that stuff because they said you can spend all the money you want.
Go to Jose's cart on the corner.
That's it. Yeah. And it was actually a lady named Jenny. It's Jenny's Tacos there on the corner.
You ate Jenny's taco?
Come on.
Tacos?
Man. Really?
Sorry.
We doing this?
Was that over?
We doing this right now?
No, we're not. I think that's probably where we're done.
Oh my gosh. Listen, everybody, if you have not put Mexico City on your travel list, put it at the top. It was easily one of our top 5 trips. So if you want to know anything about it, like we said earlier, hit us on the email, midlifeplaybookpodcast@gmail.com. You got questions, comments, snide remarks. We want to hear it all.
Absolutely. I think that's it. We're going to wrap it up, right?
Do it. All right. Let's close it out.
All right,
See you guys.
See you guys.